NEDO strives to meet society's needs and build a better world in the future. To do this, we need to tackle climate change by creating a carbon-neutral and sustainable society. The Japanese government set out a strategy for environmental innovation in January 2020, and in October 2020 announced its goal to achieve net zero greenhouse gas emissions by 2050. NEDO's task is to accelerate innovation that contributes to achieving a sustainable society, and this requires efforts across all social systems. Areas where NEDO is working to reduce CO2 emissions in relation to energy demand include energy saving, use of renewable energy sources and hydrogen, reduction in the use of fossil fuels through the utilization of biomass resources, and the separation, recovery, and reuse of CO2 emissions. NEDO seeks to generate innovation in 3 social systems: the circular economy, the bioeconomy, and sustainable energy. Let's look at the technology NEDO is developing for a better society. The circular economy may refer to initiatives such as car sharing or other sharing-based businesses. But at NEDO, this term represents a social system in which resources are circulated and consumption is minimized. Key technologies being developed include the 3 R's: technology for sorting plastics and regenerating them into materials that compare favorably with those used before. CCS, burying CO2 emitted from power stations and other sources underground to reduce the level of CO2 emissions in the atmosphere. CCU, carbon recycling technology to capture CO2 from the atmosphere and utilize it as a resource in cement and other products. Artificial photosynthesis, technology to break down water and extract hydrogen that can be used with CO2 to produce raw materials for plastics. Energy saving, a low-cost 3-phase coaxial superconducting cable has been developed that is expected to reduce power transmission loss. And IoT. NEDO is developing systems to gather and analyze on-site data via the internet to ensure flexible maintenance and improve safety to address issues such as deteriorating facilities and the aging workforce. Bioeconomy. The objective of the bioeconomy is to realize a social system characterized by the optimum use of biological materials and minimal impacts on ecosystems. Biomass power generation. NEDO is developing technology for energy systems by introducing organic Rankine cycle cogeneration facilities fueled with biomass, a renewable organic resource. Biomass combustion plants. By combining the use of wood chips and other such materials with existing LNG plants, NEDO aims to ensure safe and highly economical hybrid operations. New biomass material. By creating alternatives to petroleum-based materials, NEDO is developing sophisticated materials using readily available resources such as wood. Smart cells. NEDO is promoting research and development into the production of functional lipids by using algae and other microorganisms as an alternative to fossil and marine resources. Sustainable energy. Sustainable energy refers to a social system placing minimal burdens on the global environment by drawing on natural energy sources such as solar, wind, geothermal, and ocean currents, and by utilizing hydrogen, which does not emit CO2 when used. Hydrogen power generation. There is demand for technology to ensure net zero CO2 processes by using renewable energy to create hydrogen that can be used as an energy source, and by drawing on hydrogen storage and maintenance characteristics so that large amounts of hydrogen may be transported from overseas for domestic use. Power systems. NEDO supports the widespread introduction of weather-dependent renewable energy by using actual power systems to demonstrate stabilization systems that enhance power system performance. Wind power. NEDO is developing technology aimed at reducing costs in order to accelerate the practical use and spread of offshore wind power generation. Solar power. NEDO is developing technology to promote the widespread use of solar power in new markets such as electric vehicles. Unutilized thermal energy. NEDO is developing technology to conserve energy by capturing, reusing, and converting heat energy. Rechargeable batteries. NEDO contributes to the reduction of CO2 emissions by developing and promoting the use of batteries that can be charged with renewable energy and electric power with low levels of CO2 emissions. Through its activities related to the circular economy, bioeconomy, and sustainable energy, and the development of these three systems as a unified concept, along with the use of AI, IoT, and other aspects of digital transformation, NEDO is striving to achieve a sustainable society.
NEDO